Welcome back, everyone, and I'm here again with SBR contributor Jeff Grant. Today we're looking at college football. The game we're covering is the Central Michigan Chippewas against the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. How you doing today, Jeff?
Couldn't be doing better, Dax. This is really a game featuring two different styles. The Chippewas with the best defense in the Mid-American Conference, while you look at Western Kentucky, few offenses have the firepower that it possesses. So this is really a great matchup to handicap.
Yeah, like you said, man. I mean, Central Michigan led the MAC in both rush and pass defense through the season. But, Jeff, do you think that this unit will be able to slow down one of the best offenses in the country?
Yeah, I think that statistic is brought by the fact that the Mid-American Conference was just not as good offensively as it was in years past. When you look at MACtion games, as they're described and as they're promoted on ESPN during midweek games, you'd see games in the 50s or 60s by both teams. This wasn't the case this year, so Central Michigan definitely benefited from that, because when it faced what I thought was the best offense in the Mid-American Conference, Toledo, it allowed over 540 points in that game, or 540 yards in that game. But it's still important when handicapping this game that the Chippewas have a capable defense, but they'll need to control the game on the ground and through the air offensively.
All right, now that overtime win that Western Kentucky had over Marshall on November the 28th was one of the biggest wins in school history. And they got that win on the road, 66-67. So could that actual win give them a bit more of an emotional boost for this particular game, man?
Yeah, the Hilltoppers going to have a tough time getting up for this game, because that was their game of the year. Now they're traveling to the first ever Bahamas Bowl in Nassau. There's a lot of distractions in that area. When I used to work for Disney Cruise Line as a sports director years ago, we used to go into port there 2 times a week, and you have Atlantis, the resort, right there. So there's a lot of things that get your mind off of football. So I think the Hilltoppers offense will show up, but will their defense do enough on the defensive side of the ball? Because the Hilltoppers gained a school record 738 total yards in that victory against Marshall, and they set 42 team and individual records offensively. And the main player to watch in this game is quarterback Brandon Dowdy, 4,344 yards and 44 touchdowns. Both of those led all FBS players in 2014.
All righty, man. So what is it, the Chippewas or the Hilltoppers in this case?
I think this is going to be an open shootout here. I think the Chippewas are going to have a hard time stopping the Hilltoppers, because they haven't faced a team with this type of firepower in the passing game, especially during their Mid-American Conference schedule, while the Chippewas have some players that they can rely on offensively. The main player, running back Thomas Rawls, he missed a better portion of 4 games this season, but still went over 1,100 rushing yards. He's listed as probable with a leg injury. Of course, this game's still a week out, so expect him to be on the field. While Central Michigan also has a capable wide receiver in Titus Davis, who's the only player in FBS history to catch at least 8 touchdowns in each of his 4 seasons. So I've already mentioned what Western Kentucky can do, but Central Michigan's going to put up some points as well. So I'm going to go over 66 in the Bahamas Bowl.
All right, Jeff. Good stuff, man. Hey, man, as always, a pleasure talking football with you. And let's do this again next week.
Thank you.
No problem, man. Rest of our picks. This is Dax Floyd.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.